Have you heard people say that the month of January has more than 31 days? We're wondering why. Now, some say it's because their salaries are paid earlier than usual in December. Although this helps most families celebrate the festive season in style, it however leaves most people running on budgets when they remember the heavy bills they have to pay in the new year. Sarah Yeko reports.
For the first time since 2010, the Nigerian government released a figure showing the number of poor persons in the country after a standard multi-dimensional poverty survey conducted in 1 year. This survey shows that 133 million Nigerians are multi-dimensionally poor. 29.4% of that number live in Lagos, the commercial capital of Nigeria, most of them homeless, struggling to have one meal a day. With Nigeria's inflation on the increase from 21.09% recorded in October to 21.47% in November, representing a 10th consecutively monthly increase since the start of the year, 2022 has been a rather tough one for a lot of people.
Between August 2020 and August 2022, an average household has suffered a diminution in the value of their income by 37.5%. So if we were actually earning something like 100,000 naira a month 2 years ago and your salary has not increased over the past 2 years, today you are effectively earning about 67,500 naira. And there's just no way you can afford the same quantity of goods and services you afforded 2 years ago. And that's for you to understand why inflation is hurting Nigerians.
This is Timothy Adepoju in his 40s. He's a salary earner in Lagos, just like any other dependent on side hustles to take care of his family. He explained that things are really hard for him as his salary has remained the same in 12 years.
My current salary, my basic current salary is not even up to, is not enough for me to even cater for my family for 15 days. I have electricity bills to pay. I have my daughter's school fees to pay. I have my widow mother to cater for. I have what's called hospital bills to take because my HMO does not cover up all the things that actually happens to my family, you know.
Monthly, he earns about 100,000 naira. A breakdown of his expenses gives a clearer picture. Electricity bill, he pays 7,000 naira. School fees for one child per term, he pays 38,000 naira. Waste bill, 1,500 naira. Security bill, 2,000 naira. Foodstuff, 20,000 naira for 10 days. And for his widowed mother, he gives a token of 10,000 naira. That's aside medical expenses. This excludes rent paid every year, personal and general housekeeping fees.
If I'm privileged to say I earn less than 100,000 naira and I can put little of these things on my table, what about those that are still seeking for job? Those that are out there that could not actually, like, at the end of the month to say this is the amount I'm privileged to get after the whole thing I've done for the whole month. So honestly, it is not smiling.
The cash crunch is not just felt by households. Students like Simi Ezekiel and Eniola Kuku, who are factory workers, barely get through the month on their wages.
I have to spend more than my salary than even 40,000 naira is even far away from what I'm spending in a month. Because in a day, tea fare, feeding allowance, buying all those specific things.
Let's just say in a month I spend like 10K. Let's remove that aside. Something that's selling 700 naira is already 1,700 already, or 2,000 naira.
Most people hear the word inflation rate. They seem not to understand the meaning until they go to the market and see the rippling effect on consumer goods, transportation, and housing. Experts say the economy may be dampened right now. Nigerians are hopeful that the new year will present new opportunities and benefits. Sarah Ayeku, TVC News, Lagos.